Welcome back to Satisfactory, everybody. Falcon here, and today we are starting our most ambitious build so far. If you followed along in the series, you'll know that we have quite a few starter factories built, and today we're not going to be building another starter factory. To be honest, I'm tired of building starter factories, and I really want to start focusing on Phase 4 production. So the plan? We're going to build a gigantic industrial complex that's going to produce all of the ingots we need for Phase 4 production. And it's going to be pretty insanely large, so I don't think it's going to happen in one episode. I would love for it to all happen in one episode, but the amount of work that needs to be done is a lot. So at the scale of how big this build is going to be, we better get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're over here where we're going to build this industrial complex. To give you an idea of how big this facility is going to be, just the Caterium Ingot facility alone is going to be 156 refineries. The copper ingot facility is going to be 150 foundries. The iron ingot facility is going to be 300 smelters. And then the steel foundry setup is going to be 150 foundries. So we're talking hundreds of buildings, we're talking a lot of processing, so we definitely need the space. And we're also going to need some water. So we have water here, we've got a pretty central area for where we're going to bring in Caterium. I don't know, let's just get going. I have not spaced anything out, and I have no idea exactly what we're getting into, but we're going to do this together and we'll see what happens. Well, I wanted to show you guys the blueprints that I made, so here it is, and I'll just place one for now so you can see. So basically, we've got water and Caterium ore coming in, going into our refinery that's processing it with the pure Caterium ingot recipe. So we're consuming an even 20 and putting out 10. Output will be right here, and it'll be down level with the foundations here. So we'll go ahead and place a few so you can see what we're looking at here. Place our first one. The first one is the most important one to place. And I want the odd number to be on the inside, so let's go. That should be good. And everything else I can just snap to, and it shouldn't be a problem. And let's go ahead and place the other ones. I'll make a line out, we'll go over it. Alright, there's 13 refineries. They're going to be using the pure Caterium ingot recipe. And so I'm going to build out 2 more of these, see if we can't make it look like a horseshoe. And hopefully it'll look pretty nice. Okay, well, there we go. I built out 3 sets of 13, which is 39. Now I just need to take this and multiply that by 4. And I think for that, we're going to go up. All right, there we go. 156 refineries. Oh no, that's not even 156 refineries. I missed a whole layer. Okay, well, it's not 156 refineries, but we're almost there. Okay, now there's 156 refineries there, all built out with logistics floors and ready to be piped up. You may notice that I am flying because I got tired of fighting with the hover pack. With the scale of this build and how ambitious it is, I think flying is okay right now. So I have got logistics floors where our water and ore will come in on the back side and our ingots will come out on the front side. And I'm going to do something aesthetically nice and pleasing with this, so hopefully it will come out nicely. You may notice here, I have these all set so that I can daisy chain them. So all the refineries will be on one power grid. I can daisy chain them all together. Well, everything is all placed with logistics floors Now I just need to figure out how we're going to hook all this up. So the way I have it set up in my notes anyway is each section of 39 refineries, which is each row, is going to take 2 Mark 1 pipes and 1 Mark 5 belt. Let's play around with the bottom floor here. Basically, we're going to have 1 Mark 5 belt servicing all of these in one row. And I do want this to be a pretty clean build. So let's do a little bit of logistics here. I intentionally gave myself enough space down here where I could do something like this. I think 8 meters is perfect for a logistics floor when it comes to a build this size. So that's coming in. Let's play around with it a little bit. See what we can come up with. All right, well, I think I've got it set up the way we're gonna do it. So the way I have this set up is that there are 2 pipes. One goes into the end of either side. So what I'll probably do is connect all of the refineries on one pipe, and I'll have one go into the end over there and the other one come into the end over here. And I have these on a Mark 5 belt. All these are Mark 1s, and all of these pipes are going to be Mark 1 pipes with the exception of the ones that are coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up, and then we'll expand that around. So I'll get one of them set up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, one floor is all built out and I'll walk you through what's going on. So basically, down here on the end, I'll have a pipe coming in. It goes all the way down to the end, manifolds all the way back to the center. And then I'll have the same thing on the other side, manifolding all the way back to the center. And these are our 2 input pipes. Each pipe is going to be at 195. So basically we'll have one Mark II pipe that's going to be bringing in 390, and it's going to split between these 2 pipes. It'll go down to either end, and it'll manifold all the way back to the middle. Now on the belt work is going to be probably a little bit different, but kind of similar. So we have one input here, same thing mirrored on the other side. And it's going to come in to a splitter. It's going to split all the way down, manifold out that way. This is going to manifold all the way back to the center. And you'll see right here we have a merger. And that merger is going to be taking the last bit from this side and the last bit from this side, sending it right up into our last machine. So then everything processes and then it comes out. Mark 5 belts again coming in to a merger, and it'll be coming out right here. Then I'll do some kind of neat display or something as it comes down and goes into the trains. But we have plenty of room to do some nice cosmetics, and it should look nice when we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and take what we did on this floor, multiply it out by 4, and due to the power of editing, you won't have to sit here and watch me grind it out. I'll see you in a bit. There she is, all 156 refineries, all belted and piped up. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to supply this with all this ore. I need 3,120 ore. So that's going to be 4 Mark 5 belts at 780 exactly. So we're going to have to go downstairs and see what we're going to have to do. Because I know we're going to have trains bringing this in, and we might have trains taking it out. We might have trucks. Not too many ingots, so we might be able to get away with some trucks delivering our ingots. Okay, we're downstairs, and I have this one pipeline that's going to be servicing both ends. And this is where our ingots are going to come out. I have them all coming up the corner. So if you look right here, that's where our ore is going to come in. That's where our ingots are going to go out. Going to go up here. And they all go right back that way. And they're all going to come out here. Go down this waterfall of ingots. So I need to figure out how I'm going to have all the ore come in. So we're going to have 4 belts on this side and 4 belts on that side. So somewhere in the center probably right here. This one is dead center. I will have to have them split. So maybe if we do one train line per set of belts, that should work. So let's build out some platforms down here and maybe start planning for our trains a little bit. All right, so the thought is that we'll have a train come in here, drop off the ore, either this way or that way. Not sure which way. Maybe the train will come in here. They'll come in off there, loop around, come in here. And then our ingot train will come in here, loop around, and take off that way. Yeah, I like that idea. So let's put down some train stations and see what we can figure out. So I had went over to get my aluminum all-clad sheets because I was running low, and my truck lines were all messed up. So I have to redo all my truck lines. Gosh, if only I had employees on this planet. All right. We got her all hooked up. So basically we're gonna have 780, 780, 780, 780. Each belt's gonna be split into 390, and then 390 is gonna go up to each section on either side. So it's like partially balanced and partially manifolded, so it should turn out pretty nice. I'm not sure if this is exactly where I want the train to be. I might have it come back a little bit more, but for now this will work. Actually, I have ingots coming out like right there, so maybe I should go ahead and move this back. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Well, I didn't think that through, did I? Whoops. Guess we're gonna have to change it up again. Alright, there we go. That's moved. This is over here now. This is as far that way as it can, and then we'll put another train station over here. It's going to take our ingots. I don't even need a train station with how few of ingots it is, but let's do it anyway because everyone loves trains. Well, that's annoying. Very annoying. Because if these line up, which they do, and these don't, that's a problem. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to be that guy. Yep, I'm gonna have to be that guy that messes with everyone's OCD. So there you have it. Caterium ore will be delivered this way, and then Caterium ingots will go out this way. And we'll figure out where once we have a place for them to go. But at least they're going to be processed here, and we'll probably have awesome sinks set up. So now we need to look at water extractors, and we need to supply this place with some water. So let's start doing that. All right, so we've got it all hooked up. I know where the water is going to be coming in now. So now we just need to get some water extractors placed, and each water extractor is going to be doing 195, and it's going to be 2 water extractors per 1 Mark II pipe. So go ahead and start doing that real quick. All right, there we go. 16 water extractors all set to produce 195 each. Took 2 power shards each, but at least we'll get exactly what we need. It'll all be balanced. I'll probably have to put in some pumps, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually take each of these is going to be a section, and each section is going to coincide with a section in the refinery, so we can turn on and off certain sections of the plant until we actually get enough power produced to where we can run it all at the same time. Okay, I think we got her all hooked up. I got her all powered up and then checked the pipes, and all the pipes are full all the way up to the top, so I think we got our pumps placed in the right spot. But this is going to be kind of the power control room. This will turn on our first section. Our first section's on. This will turn on our second section. This will turn on our third section. And if you squint, you can see the top section's on. At least proof of concept is working so far. We have yet to get some ore in here, but maybe I'll get a temporary truck set up or a truck station set up just to test the Caterium ore, make sure that works. So I'll go ahead and run some lines and we'll see what we can do. All right, so we've got this temporary setup here and it has filled up these bins. So we only have Mark II miners, so I actually had to hook up one on a pure node over here, and then I had to run one over there. But we got it going, and now we're gonna test it and see if it works. All right, moment of truth. Let's hook the bottom one up first, see what that's gonna do. At least we have the power for it. Everything's on. Green lights. Take a while for the system to fill up, but it looks like... Oh, don't mind that. You're not gonna see that. Nothing happened. It never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything seems to be running. So the system will have to fill up, but at least proof of concept seems to be working. All right, let's test the second one. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have something going on over here. Well, that'll do it, won't it? That should have fixed that. This is why you should always spaghetti test. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's all hooked up and set up. Everything seems to be working fine. I've tried to comb through as best I can to check for any problems. We just have the bottom section on right now because we don't quite have the power to run it all, but I've got 4 switches here, and this is going to be the one that runs the bottom, and then level 2, level 3, level 4. But basically, that seems to be it. It seems to be working just fine. I've got an awesome sink here, as you can see. We'll address that later. But anyways, it looks pretty good. We're just running overflow right now. But I'm not going to do cosmetics just yet, because I want to wait until we get our copper, steel, and iron facilities made. That way we can do all the cosmetics in one big shot. So far, it looks pretty good, and I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll leave you with just a few cinematic shots of it, and I'll see you guys next time.